James, moving into a new role as head of recruitment, what can you tell us about that position?
Yeah, it's something I'm excited about. Obviously, something I've been doing over the last 12 months, probably as much as anything else, to be honest. So yeah, that as well as been on the grass a couple of days a week, supporting the coaching staff. But pretty much what I've been doing in terms of going to games and working with, obviously, the recruitment staff on bringing players in.
You mentioned that you have worked quite intensely that in your previous role, an awful lot of attention putting the right structures in place in terms of recruitment and that. Is that this going to expand upon that as well?
I think so, yeah. I think it's sort of something that I think has stood us in good stead over the summer in terms of the new manager coming in, looking at the targets that we've had, how we've recruited, and yeah, we've made quite a few signings, and a few of them have been sort of identified by what we've done. So yeah, it's really good. I'm really excited and working with obviously Grant and Cliff again. Played under them. I know how they work. I know what they want from a player. Having played in their team, so yeah, I'm really looking forward in terms of working with their experience, what they've done, and been on the grass. Did my UFB in the summer, so yeah, got a taste for coaching, which again wasn't something that I thought that I would do, but I've really enjoyed it, and obviously I know a lot of the players, worked with a lot of the players. So I'm again really excited in getting back on the grass. Is
there a specific focus when you're going to be out there on the grass and who you're going to be working with, departments you're going to be working with, or is it a general thing?
I think it's pretty much the same as what I've been doing since I've retired, is supporting the staff, supporting the players, and giving them the best chance of performing on a match day. I think that's how I see my role. You know, I've been at the club nearly 20 years now, and that's all I've ever seen my role is to do what's right by the club, support the club, because I know how hard it is as being a manager. I know how hard it is being a player. So I think the more support you get, the experience that I've had at this club and in my career, I feel like I can help. So again, I'm really looking forward to it. I think football never ceases to amaze me in terms of change. You know, it's a constant change, and as a player, as a staff member, you have to adapt, and I think that's something that I've done my whole career. You know, whether it's winning and losing, you have to adapt, you have to move forward, and you have to try and be the best you can be, and it's something that I'm going to do in this role.
In terms of guiding the players on what to expect, you've obviously, as you mentioned, played under Grant, so you're well placed to do that.
100%, and I think, you know, he's obviously had experience away from Doncaster as well. He's come back. We sat down, we've gone through sort of what he wants in a player. I know what he wants in a player, I know what Cliff demands every single day. So when I'm watching games and when I'm identifying players, it's not just what they can offer technically, it's the sort of the mindset and the character of the individual, and I know what they demand and what they want. So yeah, again, it's a new sort of role for me in terms of working with other people, but something that I'm relishing.
You're working alongside someone else returning to the club as well in Lee Glover?
Yeah, Glover's is coming back. Obviously worked with him when I was a player, but I'm really looking forward to learning from him as well. Obviously in the recruitment style. And yeah, forging a partnership, but hopefully we can bring in some good players and we can work on getting players out as well in terms of loans, more experience, the younger players, building relationships that I've already done over the last 12 months. You know, building relationships with Liverpool, Man United, you know, Premier League clubs as well, bringing players in. I think Bobby went to Man United, which was a good experience for him. So yeah, it's new to me. I'm 2 years out of retirement, so I'm learning all the time, and I'm really looking forward to working with the people that have come into the building.
That forging relationships and getting players out, young players as well, that's a key part of it as well, as you're developing players coming through the club.
It also, yeah, it's massive, and I think, you know, the academy as well, sort of putting strategies around young players going out on loan to local clubs, Rosington, Armthorpe, places like that, you know, it's a win-win for both clubs. I think we've got some good talent in the academy that we want to sort of give them an experience, working with Stu Swift on recruitment strategies for them as well, because I don't think there's anything been put in place in the past, or if it hasn't been sort of structured in the right way, or a way that gets the best out of the young players. So it's about coming together and hopefully we can make it a win-win for everybody.
On recruitment, 8 players in before the start of pre-season. How do you assess the business that's been done?
Yeah, really positive. I think we identified last season that the strength in depth wasn't there, and that we needed to strengthen not just sort of the technical element, it was the physical and sort of the characters that come in, the experience. We felt like we've done that. We've got a strong squad coming back for pre-season that can only help in preparing for the start of the season.